Honorable Chair, distinguished ministers, esteemed delegates and participants, I'm very glad to be here today to participate to the Arctic Circle Assembly 2024, together with important representatives of the Italian scientific and academic community. The poles are critical components of our global climate system, and their preservation is paramount for the well-being of the entire planet. The poles are experiencing the most rapid and damaging transformations, such as ice melting and permafrost thawing, with devastating consequences on biodiversity, local infrastructures, and native people's way of life, as well as repercussions all over the world. Therefore, these are key regions for studying the amplified effects on climate change in order to preserve our planet and take a significant step towards a sustainable common future. Polar regions, including the third pole, deserve growing attention also for the economic opportunities which are opening up, as well as the relevant revival of military confrontation, especially in the Arctic. The unacceptable Russian invasion of Ukraine has brought about an unfortunate but inevitable pause in international circumpolar cooperation. For this reason, our country fully supports Norway, which, as chairship of the Arctic Council, is working to resume the activities of this important forum. Italy considers the Arctic Council the cornerstone of cooperation in the region. Allow me to briefly underscore the fundamental principles that guide Italy's commitment in the Arctic: the utmost respect of international law and the sovereignty of the Arctic states, the promotion of both bilateral and multilateral cooperation, the preservation of the values and traditions of local and indigenous cultures, the safeguard of the environment, the pursuit of a sustainable development model, and the responsible involvement of business. Italy's commitment to the polar regions is profound and unwavering. 1 year ago, we were proud to actively participate in the One Planet Polar Summit in Paris, where we fully endorsed the final declaration and its main principles as the urgent need for enhanced scientific cooperation, policy integration, and sustainable development in the polar regions. Today, I would like to reaffirm our dedication to these principles and share the steps we are taking to meet these global challenges. During our G7 presidency this year, we promoted discussion and introduced a language on the importance of the international polar cooperation. The forthcoming International Year of Glacier Preservation in 2025 is a milestone that Italy has continuously and strongly supported. We are also preparing for the International Polar Year in 2032-33 and the UN Decade on Cryosphere Science, an initiative recently adopted by the United Nations General Assembly with the Italian support. Our dedication to polar sciences is exemplified by our participation in several international programs and sharing of infrastructure. As you might know, Italy's research stations in the Arctic and Antarctic have long been at the forefront of polar research. I just quote the Dirigibile Italia research station in Svalbard, operational since 1997, and our Antarctic stations, Mario Zucchelli and Concordia, together with our French friends, are invaluable assets that contribute to global understanding of these fragile environments. The importance we attach to these topics has been consolidated by the launch of the Institute for Polar Sciences of the Italian National Research Council, and the president of the council is here with us today. And the Council has provided our country with an effective platform for supporting scientific research in this sector. We are now in the process of co-designing a unified national polar program, a comprehensive strategy that will further integrate our research activities in the Arctic, Antarctic, and Third Pole. By aligning our national efforts with international objectives, we are confident that Italy can make significant contributions to achieving our shared global goals. In addition to our scientific endeavors, Italy is committed to supporting the principles of the Polar Dialogue. We look forward to contributing actively to its decision-making bodies and are eager to engage in constructive dialogue with all stakeholders. Moreover, I'll briefly highlight the essential role played by higher education in our approach to polar regions. we adopted recently an initiative regarding the introduction of a national PhD program in polar science at the Ca' Foscari University in Venice. And it is important to underline that 50% of applications come from international students, and this is really a success of the program. We are co-founder of the Ice Memory Project, which aims to preserve ice cores from endangered glaciers for future generations. We participate in the high-level coalition ambition on melting ice established by Chile and Iceland, and I'm happy to announce that Italy is organizing a side event during COP29 in Azerbaijan at the Italian pavilion titled Mountains and Glaciers in Italy and Worldwide, Between Scientific Research, Conservation and Development. So just to conclude, Italy believes that only one clear path is possible to successfully confronting these critical challenges for future generations: supporting scientific research and education, facilitating coherent scientific communication, enhancing science diplomacy, and leading our collective efforts towards a new phase of international cooperation to protect, preserve, and restore the polar regions and our amazing planet. So thank you.